Since the beginning of the year, over 100 people of color have been murdered by police in North America. And if you listen carefully, you can hear all 99 names of Allah being called as victims breathe their last breath. The situation is heating up to 98 degrees. Not the ban, but the racial struggle that's almost as old as the 97 pyramids that cover the globe. The 96 petals in my brow chakra got my extrasensory perception working on overdrive. Cause Saturn might be 95 times the weight of Earth, but the burden of being black weighs heavier on my shoulders every day. The first time I was called a nigger was in 94, long before Flight 93 slammed in those buildings in New York City. So don't tell me to be calm and stable like the 92 elements when every day before I leave my house I have to say Psalm 91, Psalm of protection. As bad as it was in the 90s, it wasn't like this. I want to take an 89 DeLorean to 88 miles per hour. That's easier than turning on the news at 7:08 and seeing another Aboriginal University 86th. The 85th chapter of the Egyptian Book of Dead says, "He who knows shall never perish." Well, I know that 1984 was a book, and at 83 you can celebrate a bar mitzvah again. And police pump people full of atomic number 82 lead as they beat down the door on apartment 8E1. I was born in the 80s, where people fought over 79 lakh DeVilles and danced to records spinning at 78 RPMs. But now, all 77 countries in the UN turn a blind eye to the murder of those who are more Afro than Eurocentric. So I'm not surprised when number 76 PK Subban gets heat for slashing the senator. But we all know you can't get blood from a stone, so we need to retire this racism like real senators do in Ottawa at 75. 74 in numerology is to learn and teach. So if I ever have offspring, I'll let them know that it takes less than 73 seconds for a situation with police to explode like the Space Shuttle Challenger. And when they hear sirens, the heart will probably skip a few of its 72 beats per minute, because they probably won't make it to 71 like Socrates did. Copyrights expire after 70 years, and I don't 69. I spent 68 hours memorizing all of Othello's lines, and I don't answer star 67 calls, because I know at any time they can execute order 66 on my dread-eye brethren, because they don't want us making it to 65. So we gotta stay sharp, like a chess player watching all 64 squares on the board. We only get praise for our anatomy and athletic accomplishments, like Michael Jordan scoring 63 with the flu, when I know too many brothers that are 6'2" who wear hoodies and eat Skittles in the wrong neighborhood. And in Canada, we only care about the 61 records Wayne Gretzky holds. These days, brothers need an escort of 60 warriors just to reach Central Park South off of 59th Street. And I don't got enough fingers on my wrist to count the 58 original sins, but I know somewhere on that list is do not kill, so I'ma play the background like Wesley Snipes taught me in Passenger 57. Cause if your hair's got more curls than the 56 Shirley Temple wore, you probably won't make it to 55. Cause I counted all 54 cards in this deck of life, and I know that we can't win. Even if we invest more time than the 53 months the inaugural World War lasted, still over a 52-week period, too many brothers and sisters gon' die. Cause they got us living in ghettos, resembling Area 51, constantly harassed by 5-0 on both sides of the 49th parallel. I know all 48 laws of power. I also know the power of an AK-47. But we forget the power of the 46 human chromosomes, the genetic makeup of victims like Tyrone Ryerson, 45, Kevin Davis, 44, Monique Descartes, 43, Jonathan Paul, 42, 41 shots for Amadou Diallo. So I'm running out of sips to tip out of this 40 ounce. I may not make it to 39, so if I die, adorn my coffin with 38 onks, cry for 37 hours, and dance to Enter the 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang. This year I turned 35, so at 34 I'm trying to perform 33 miracles like Jesus did, but to do that I'll have to take 32 forms like Ganesha, cause I'm not trying to rule for 31 years like Pope Pie, nor am I trying to get sold out for 30 pieces of silver. I bet you the next time February has 29 days, still more than 28% of the black population in North America will be behind bars. That's why I know all 27 books in the New Testament, and I swear by the 26 bones in my foot and ankle that I'm gonna live for at least another 25 years. I only rest a few of the 24 hours in a day, cause I'm not trying to get stabbed 23 times in my sleep like Caesar did, cause life is a catch-22. And living in the 21st century, you need to have 20/20 vision, cause once you hit 19, they'll put you in jail for 18 years for one 7-gram spliff. So when I see that 16-character hashtag Black Lives Matter, I shake my head and wonder how many more deaths will scroll through my news feed in the next 15 minutes. So whether you live on the 14th floor or it's Friday the 13th, we long past the days of 12-inch vinyls. This is the 11th hour. We tried the ways of the 10 Commandments but ran out of cheeks to turn. The 9 rings of power that rule the world have my belly filled with so much corruption that when people ask me if I'm hungry, I always give them the same answer. I already ate. The 7 deadly sins are running rampant, and some of my Muslim brothers are so confused they want 6 wives but can't pray to Allah 5 times a day. Makes me want to drop 4-letter words, but I know that things come in 3, so take 2 pulls and pass, cause that's how many sides there are to every story. We say we want to be one people, but honestly, we're doing 0 to get there.